I think just the flow of it. The flow isn't as seamless as the minstrel show. And listening, you can fall down all you want to, my nigga. Like that's what I don't know. It just. Yo, Rod, you tripping, dog.
Dead in Hip Hop album review. Little brother, may the Lord watch. Before we get into the review, man, look, we got Patreon, we got Dead End Podcast Network. Support your boys. You can support this particular video by liking it. You know what I'm saying? And subscribing to the YouTube channel, man. So the first thing I took away from this album, what I realized is, we are UBN. We really are.
Black Niggas Network.
Yes, we are the Black Nigga Network. When they started doing that skit about sports, I lost it. I said, nigga, that is us all fucking day. Yeah, man, that was like one of the first things I just took away. Like, damn, man, we are the fucking Black Nigga Network. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But also, Little Brother is just one of those entities in music that you know what to expect. And they fucking deliver every time. And I think Phonte talks about it a lot, where it's kind of like when Phonte and or Little Brother drops a project, we talk about how great Phonte is, and then we forget about Phonte. You know what I'm saying? Because like we never mention them in top lists, like all time or anything. But the motherfucker is one of the best lyricists that's been doing it for as long as he's been doing it.
Part of that is him doing the foreign exchange thing and going to R&B. When he made that transition, he kind of removed himself from the fold a little bit. And that's why I think people kind of leave him out.
He wasn't in the discussion before he went to foreign exchange.
Thank you. And he should be.
No, he wasn't, but transition to R&B isn't going to help or hasn't helped.
But that's not the reason why, though.
Exactly.
That's not the reason why we don't mention him on top lists. Like, can you honestly, outside of that, right? Like, outside of that theory, can you provide another theory? Because there really is no other theory. The motherfucker's dope. The nigga can sing. He's very lighthearted, but super heavy at the same time. And he's not corny at all, but other rappers trying to do the wordplay and how he plays around, they would do it corny. Like Phonte is very... He's natural and very unique. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why we don't mention them on top lists. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever they drop a project or Phonte himself drops a project, I'm always thinking like, yeah, you know, this is probably going to make my top list, this, that, and third. Phonte's awesome. But then when people ask you weeks after, months after, Phonte or Little Brother project drops, who's in your top list? Phonte don't even come to my mind. And I feel that's slightly disrespectful to Phonte, for me personally. After listening to this, and obviously he addresses it, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel Phonte should be ranked higher.
Big Pooh's getting busy on this joint too, though.
Yeah. Big Pooh. Look, man, the album is amazing. The album is 150 million% amazing. It's super short, 37 minutes. Just like all of the grown man lines they be spitting on this shit, man. Like,
it's like sitting alone.
That shit was dope.
Yes.
The Firefest line was crazy.
The Firefest line.
I posted a picture on Instagram and it looks cool, but it's all lies like Firefest.
Yeah.
That was a fucking dope ass line.
And even the line when he was talking about being like when you over 35 and you go to the club looking at 25.
Bruh.
Yo, it is.
Yeah, that shit hit home for me.
100%.
Yes.
All you want to do is go home and just
Preach, Phonte.
Go watch shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to go watch HGTV.
And he said, stay your ass at home next time. Don't even go.
Right.
Don't even go.
I was like, yes, Lord.
Yeah, man.
No, but you do, kid.
Yes,
You had both your hands up and shit.
I did. I was driving.
But I think again, man, like they just make grown man rap.
Like now, it's speaking to their experiences, and I think the interesting thing about what they did on here and throughout what we've been doing, there have been instances where I've referenced certain albums as being grown man hip hop.
Yeah.
And I think now you're kind of seeing with this album, you kind of get a feel, at least for me now, like I think that's kind of where we are. And I think we're going to start seeing that more and more, because there's a saying that hip hop is a young man's sport. And for the most part, yeah, it kind of is. But I think it's starting to grow and evolve, you know, out of that and into stuff that, you know, that I can listen to without, you know, seeming like I'm trying to be cool or hip. You know, I can play this, and they didn't lose a step.
They haven't.
You know, they didn't skip a beat. and the production that they got is very reminiscent of what Knife Wonder would have gave them, because it's from Khrysis and Nottz and people that they've worked for, so they already know the signature sound that fits perfectly for what they do, and the content was just right on the mark.
I think this is the best that Pooh and Phonte have sounded. You know, like just together, like they just. It's amazing that they take like 9 years off and like still sound like they haven't missed a beat or nothing, man. Like they sound so refreshed, man, and just it's crazy how great they sound. And mostly Big Pooh made a dope album with Focus, who also produced a couple tracks on here last year called RPM, and that was some of the best rapping I've heard from Big Pooh, and they carried on onto this album. And then Phonte said a dope ass line on Right, what's that? Right Place, produced by Black Milk. Said something like, "I was homeless,
like I needed shelter, and I needed shelter, and I was looking for an antidote, and God gave me the words to penicillin."
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, my
penicillin."
I was like, "Oh,
that was the
man.
best line of the whole album to me."
I was like, "Jesus Christ, Phonte, what the fuck?" Yeah, I'm like, "What the fuck?" This album, it was just like. You pop it in, let it play. You got that great old school feel. I love how they got they pretty much did the ode to to all they skits that they, it's good when you have a good album with some funny skits that can, kind of break it up every now and then and everything. Yeah. And you got some dope music on top of that.
And they've always been really good at that.
Of course,
they're really adept at.
Of course,
yeah.
I mean, and I take some of this stuff like Percy Miracles. Like I think that was kind of them saying kind of like goodbye to the, because I don't think they really wanted to kind of. Be like, oh, okay, it's kind of like the whole Jay-Z thing, like you want my old shit by my old. I think they was kind of, that's why they did the skits, kind of like getting away from that and like, okay, we dead in that, we doing this, and this is the new little brother that y'all getting now.
Really?
So that's how I got. That's how I feel.
I didn't take that at all.
Yeah.
That way, because this easily to me is like Minstrel Show 2.
It is.
You think so?
Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah.
Why not?
This sounds like a direct follow up to that album.
Doesn't to me. It doesn't to me. They sound. I mean, they older. It's just they went through so much stuff now. I look at this as like a rebrand and a refresh from Little Brother. Like I don't think it is like, oh man, this just take me back to Mistress.
What are they doing different? They're rapping basically the same way. They were talking about mature shit on Minstrel Show. Why else would they include?
It don't feel like it,
because they've had albums since Minstrel Show. So it's like, why would they include Minstrel Show skits on this album?
I don't know. I think they was just kind of dead in that. That's just me. I think they was kind of dead in that.
You gotta explain that one, B.
Yeah,
how would they have dead in that if they use the same elements of?
I mean, I'm talking about as far as the Percy Miracles and thing. Like I think they were just kind of like.
Okay, I follow you now.
I think they were just kind of dead in that.
Like the whole Percy Miracles.
Putting it into an era.
Putting it into.
How are they putting it into an era?
Like killing all Percy Miracles, they don't have to go back and revisit.
Was Percy Miracles. Everything
I think
else
the UBN thing we saw kind of felt like that was coming to a close.
Yeah,
UBN was used out through the entire.
No, it was, but it still
I feel like that was
like,
it
wasn't as clear as Percy Miracles, but I think Percy Miracle was like the introduction to the idea of this whole thing of UBN ending.
I didn't get the UBN ending. I feel where you're going with Percy and killing that off, but I don't know. UBN felt like that's just kind of who Little Brother is.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. And again, this album sounded like it could have came out right after Minstrel Show.
Although they added the elements of Minstrel Show, it was almost like a farewell to the Minstrel Show.
That's how I took it.
That's what he's saying.
But I like the skit with Question Love. I thought that shit was funny too.
That was
that shit was funny.
That's Worthy 1-7. I'm really 8. And they were saying that was like really off the cuff. That wasn't even scripted. You can tell by the way they was laughing. Like that wasn't even scripted. And the Joe Scudder shit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so good to be a white man again.
I was like, oh my god.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
So I think this was kind of interesting. This is just a thought I had. With whole Percy Miracles dying, and then the president coming on, a word from our president, and he's saying all these nice, sweet things about him, and then it was like
as you get further
tickets, you know what I'm saying, to the funeral and stuff. So it's almost like, not to go there, but I was like, damn man, this guy don't want to, monetizing, Black Death and trying to profit off of something that was deemed popular. I don't know, it was just a thought that had in my head. It was because the way they twisted it. and with the president being, you know, a white guy, to take something that is a sad moment and trying to monetize that or profit off of it was a thought that went through my head when I heard that skit.
I thought about Nipsey immediately because people were trying to do that shit with he passed
Yep,
away.
they sure
They were
did.
trying to sell tickets.
Profit of
To,
Staples Center.
Yeah, to his not really funeral, but like celebration of life or whatever. That's what I thought when I heard that, and I was just like, yeah, you're right. The whole monetizing Black Death is just, it's kind of sickening.
Yeah, and the other one with the Life After Blackface skit with Joe Scudder, you know, again, it's like you look at Miley Cyrus and you look at Justin Bieber, how they can come in and put on quote unquote blackface, you know what I'm saying, and then after that they can just wipe all this shit off and go back to doing their own thing.
Right.
Like, so they can put on blackface, be a part of the culture, and then dip out whenever it's convenient for them or whenever they got what they got out of it.
This album is definitely a whole lot better than it has any right to be. Like, I
What do you mean by that?
that I knew it was gonna be good.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was gonna be this good.
I feel you.
That's
feel
what
you.
I mean.
Yeah.
I love everything Phonte does, rapping and singing wise. I've definitely enjoyed Pooh's projects. So I didn't know this was coming out, and when it popped up, I was just like, I know it's gonna be good, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And I was kicking myself for waiting the 3 or 4 days that it took me to finally put this on. It took fucking 12 Kyle's ass talking about, listen to this shit 7 times.
I saw that, yeah.
I was like, come on, bro. But then I thought about, is Kyle don't really exaggerate. So he's
Yeah.
probably being literal. He literally sat there and listened to this shit 7 times. I was like, all right. And the second Phonte said, I'm flexing on an old bike that I never forgot how to ride. Or, I'm sorry, I'm flexing on an old bike that I never forgot how to ride. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It was like, okay, yeah, so people like me were just like, I'm sure it's gonna be cool. I'll get to it, whatever. But he's like, this is what I do. I'm flexing on this old bike. I never forgot how to spit. I never forgot how to put together a dope ass album. Then you have Big Pooh that's just like, I've been putting out dope shit. Y'all just wasn't paying attention. When he said that shit about Uber,
Yeah.
I was driving for Uber and people didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
It's like, this dude put out one of the best rap albums of all time. Period. Not Southern rap albums,
Right.
not indie rap albums, best rap albums, period. And y'all look at this guy, and he has a very recognizable face.
Yes.
You look at this guy and you don't recognize him. And it's like all
In his
of
own
these,
hometown.
in his own hometown, bro. Like, all of this shit comes together and you're just like, wow. Just what you were saying at the beginning, these guys are so fucking underrated. But the fact that they came back 9 years later?
9 years, man.
9 years later,
Yeah.
and immediately
Didn't miss a
found
beat.
that magic.
Didn't
And
miss a
it
beat.
wasn't, this is no shot at Ninth. Ninth wasn't the magic.
No.
I just think that they needed to get in sync with each other.
Yeah.
And Khrysis, Nottz, and whoever else did the
Black
production
Milk.
on this, Ninth,
Black Milk.
Black Milk,
Like, yeah.
they just laced them with
Focus.
these beats that just, they were able to perfectly settle in. There ain't a slouchy second.
Nah.
Period.
But
There's
Ninth,
not a slouchy second.
I would love to hear Ninth do an album with them, especially years later. But he definitely created the recipe. You know, with that.
He
Yes.
created
Yeah.
the blueprint for them.
Yes.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say too.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
definitely created the blueprint, but once you create the blueprint, like, it's not up to you to continue to make sure that it works fine. Like, it's really up to Phonte and Big Pooh to make sure that.
But it's still part of the magic though.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's still part of the magic though. Because it's a soundscape that he created for Little
Okay,
Bro.
Yes, but we're seeing now that, and again, this is not a shot at Ninth, but we're
Yeah.
seeing now that Ninth was not, he's not.
He was
I'm trying to
instrumental,
think
but
of-
he's not needed.
They both was instrumental in that beat.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was needed because he was a key piece.
Then
not
he
now.
was instrumental and needed then to
But that whole
create them.
Justice League and all those the Soul Council and all that stuff, man. He was the Jedi Master, as he likes to call himself.
Like almost like the RZA of it, in a sense.
As far as giving it that sound.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have made a better fucking comeback album. This is one of the best comeback albums I think I've ever heard. When people have left the game, not left the game, but left the game as a group and have been harassed for years about, man, sure would like a new Little Brother album. I wish we were getting another Little Brother album. I never thought we'd see another Little Brother album.
Right.
And then seeing it, it's just such a mind fuck that it's this
It's good.
fucking good.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'm quite where you guys are.
You're bugging, bro.
Where are you at?
You don't like it?
No, no, no.
You're
I
just
like
not crazy about it.
I'm not. I don't think I'm as crazy about it as you guys. I think it just needs to sit with me a little longer.
So you like I Am the Tribe?
Because I can't. It sounds like a not quite minstrel show to me. It's how it sounds.
What do you mean a not quite?
It's like it's not quite minstrel show. It's like they're trying to recreate it, but it didn't quite hit.
Nah.
It
For
didn't
me.
sound like they were trying to recreate it.
This sounded like they knew what they sounded good over.
Right.
And they brought
And
that
I
sound
agree.
back and it worked
And
out
I agree
perfectly.
And I agree, but it's still something about minstrel show, the listening and all that. It's just not quite that.
I mean, they were young and hungry and new and fresh to the game. Like, and those two albums were special.
Exactly.
I think there's something special in this album
Absolutely.
too.
No, y'all.
You've had more time with the minstrel show. That's really all it probably
No,
is.
I like minstrel show and listening like right off the bat.
But that's what I'm saying. But you've had more time with those albums. You sat with them longer. So
But what I'm saying is I didn't have to sit with
But
them
he
all.
had an immediate
that's
feel.
I know.
Okay.
But I'm saying you're subconsciously holding this to a standard of an album that you sat with for damn near 15 years.
And something to compare it to too,
Right.
because like when you first heard the listening and mental show,
Exactly.
it was
There's
brand
nothing
new.
to compare it to.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I get that. I get all that. That's why I said it's not that I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not that I don't like it. That's just where my mind is.
Are you saying that on first listen of the listening and the minstrel show, it was like,
Boom.
man, this shit is. I got it right away.
I got it right away.
When you listen to this for the first time, you didn't get the same.
I didn't get the same
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
And I understand I didn't get the same feeling because even though I got those albums right away, like you said, I still sat with them. I still love them. It's like I'm still gonna automatically compare this album to those. So
Right.
because I'm comparing this album to those, it feels like not quite minstrel show the listening.
I was skeptical when I hit play. I was like, I'm sure it's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle talking shit. It ain't gonna be that good. First song, I was like, oh, okay. That first skit, I was like, all right. I'm laughing again like I did with the old shit. That second song, everything, I was like, okay.
Black
When
Magic.
Right on Time hit, okay.
Yep.
When Black Magic hit,
Yeah.
I was like, they did it.
They did,
They did
yeah.
it. I'm done. I'm not. There's nothing else I gotta even be worried about. They're back. Big Pooh. He said something like, she's my something drug dealer. I'm addicted to her. She's my down ass offensive slur. That was
yeah,
my
bro.
shit.
Bro, when he
That
said
was my shit.
and that's what I'm talking about. Like other rappers, that would be corny.
Exactly.
That would be corny. These motherfuckers hit it every fucking
Man,
time.
That was
That wordplay.
my favorite Pooh line on the. I was like, wow, that was actually
Yeah, man.
clever,
Yeah, man.
but well executed.
Yeah, man.
But my favorite Phonte line, I had to wear this shirt just cause he said that shit.
Yeah,
This is a
the last
christening. This is a christening. You already know it's showtime when my company flow like Mr. Lynn.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit! Oh shit! Go ahead, Phonte. And that was the closing track.
That was
like,
work 3. Yep, work.
I was
yeah.
like, all right, this album is the shit.
First time I listened to it,
I don't know.
I was on my way back from Milledgeville.
Yes.
And like it was almost like back. My car loud as shit now. Like it. So I didn't.
know.
Yeah. Well, y'all know. They don't know. That shit is dumb loud. So I didn't. I played it, but I didn't have it like super loud. But I heard the beats because my expectation level wasn't that high. Left back, get back, and you know when I started hearing the beats, I'm like, oh shit, this sound pretty good. Let me restart this bitch and turn it up. And once I started paying attention, I was like that. And then once I got home and I was able to put the headphones on and just sit with it, I'm like, bro, like there's no time. Like, you know, we talk about albums that they should be like a roller coaster, you know, give me some
Yes.
highs and some lows.
This wasn't it.
This wasn't it. This wasn't it.
Oh,
highs. It was all highs. It was grown man bars. It was the funny shit.
Yes.
It was the clever lines.
The ad-libs.
The ad-libs. Yes.
Come on.
It was just like there was again no slouchiness. This shit was a roller coaster ride that just never stopped.
It was free fall.
Yeah.
It was just
It just
straight.
never stopped.
That's great. That's great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
I know, right?
No, it's not that I'm glad you like it because I like it too. I like this. All I'm saying is that
It's
it
not
just
that great.
No,
ain't
it
that
is
good.
great. It is great.
Alright.
Drake's not.
Why are y'all putting words in my mouth?
Because we trying to understand.
I'm not crazy about it like y'all. That's the only thing. I'm not like, oh, this is the most perfect album in the world. I'm not like that. I'm not there.
I'm not saying
I
it's the most
said
perfect
that.
album in the world.
I said that. I said that.
But this shit's good.
I said that. That's exactly what I said. I don't know if I'm where you guys are. I'm in a place of content where I could like it and listen to it. So, but I'm just not quite where you guys. You guys sound like you're ecstatic.
So yeah.
Like
But
I am.
Like,
I am too.
and then that's fine.
Very
And that's-
ecstatic.
Exactly, and that's
Because I
all
didn't
I'm-
think. I mean,
You like
I'm
how
sorry,
you-
guys. I knew Phonte, you were great with the foreign exchange shit
Yeah.
or whatever. But honestly, I didn't think they could do this again.
Me either.
I'll be real. There's no politics, no BS, right? That's what we do.
Right.
I didn't think they could do it. I didn't think they could do it again.
I didn't think so
Me
either.
either.
I didn't think so either.
Right, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Potentially, could this make a top 10 list for you by the end of the year?
Yeah, yes. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't hate it. I'm a big Little Brother fan. Big Brother. I mean, not Little Brother.
11 albums.
Little Brother is one of my favorite groups of all time. They've made some of my favorite albums of all time. So I hold them in a very high regard. So because I hold those two albums in particular in a very, I still play those albums today. Like as if they just came out. So that's why this album just doesn't hit the same way that it's hitting for y'all for me. I don't see myself playing this one the same way I played those. That's just how I
This
feel
sounds
about
like
it.
a trilogy to me.
And I'm not saying that it doesn't. All I'm saying is that I still feel like I would play the other two more.
Of course, because you're used to them more.
Even if I got used to this one, I still feel like I would play those other two more.
Alright. What else is missing? Like, what could they have done better?
I don't know. I feel like Ninth is missing. I feel like Ninth presence is missing.
I do agree with that
Yeah.
sentiment.
Yeah.
I do agree with that sentiment.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, at first, of course, I'm always like, okay, producer wise, like, oh man, Knife ain't gonna be, I don't know. But when I listened to this, I forgot Ninth Wonder wasn't like it wasn't like no, I didn't have a oh shit, damn, I still miss Ninth. Like I listened to this and was like, damn, this shit good as fuck, man. Like
I'm satisfied with the sound that I got because it was very, very close to it. But back in my mind,
that didn't
I'm thinking
that
like,
didn't do that. That didn't.
I'm
do that.
I'm asking myself the question.
I was like, cause I'm always like, same thing with Redman. Like Redman's supposed to be making Muddy Waters too. I'm like, okay, if we don't have Eric Sermon on the production, it's like, what's the point?
I just
you know what I'm saying? So I kind
It's
of
a
know that
slight
feeling.
curiosity.
But after listening to it, no, I don't.
But I'm still satisfied. Like my belly's still full. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no back of the mind for me though. I'm good.
Yeah, because it's all
with this.
because at the end of the day, it's all about the level of execution.
Yes, man.
And they executed at
And
such
they
a
did,
level
man.
that it didn't matter.
It didn't.
Ninth didn't matter.
It didn't. It didn't. Yeah,
Slightly
Ninth
disagree,
didn't.
man. I slightly disagree.
What would Ninth have done differently or better than what these producers gave?
Man, Knight now from where he was back in 2003, 05.
Exactly.
Ooh, I don't know, bro. I think he could. I think he could have.
Could done what?
The icing on the cherry. The cherry.
Yeah.
I won't even say icing.
The only
the
icing
cherry on
is
top.
Miss Dane. That's all y'all
Nah, man. Nah. I don't want to
No.
derail the combo.
Nah.
But I just think that like
Ninth
it's.
Wonder is an amazing producer, and he's influenced a million.
And I know
other
nobody's shitting on Ninth Wonder
Right.
or
And
his accolades or anything.
I want to make sure it didn't
Yes,
sound that
yes,
way.
no,
'Cause I know
right.
how people are. I
Yeah.
love Ninth Wonder and all of his shit, but I don't really hear any gaps that Ninth Wonder would have filled.
I don't either. I just wonder.
Go ahead, man. Favorite track.
All right, so give me the feel. Give me Right on Time. Give me Black Magic. Give me. I really like this one. Where the fuck is it? Picture This. I'll stop there. I'll stop there. You know how I go.
I can any of these 5. Black Magic, Good Morning Sunshine, Picture This, Work Through Me. Just give me everything. Everything. That's the last one. Yeah.
Everything, Right on Time, Black Magic, Picture This, Work Through Me.
All right.
Feel, Right on Time, Good Morning Sunshine, Sitting Alone, Work Through Me.
Yo, little brother, man. If you watching, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for reuniting. Thank you for rekindling that soulfulness and that grown man music that we need. Man, y'all niggas put the whole goddamn sock, foot, and shoe in the gumbo. That's all I gotta say, man. Shit's amazing.
Little brother, if you watching, like Feefo, thank you for releasing this amazing work, man. I didn't think you guys was gonna pull it off, man, and you know having the different producers give y'all that signature sound, I think was dope. Shout out to Black Gold too. He produced the last joint from Detroit. And yeah, shout out to Black Middle, of course, doing Picture This. But yeah, everyone else, man, y'all did a great job. Phonte and Big Pooh, man, like I mentioned earlier in this video, man, y'all rapping, y'all doing some of the best rapping. Y'all sound so comfortable, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how great y'all sound. But yeah, good job on the album.
Man, great album. I'm a big fan. You guys are one of my favorite groups of all time. So it's an honor to actually just be here, like talking about this album in this public space like this. I never imagined listening to the listening and the Minstrel Show that I'll be here right now to be able to talk about this. And I'm glad I'm able to do it with an album that's fucking great. You guys were true to word when you guys said you guys were taking a break, you know, to work on your other projects. And that you guys were taking a hiatus, and I didn't think you guys would ever get back together and do another album, but you did, and it was fantastic. So I loved everything about it. I'm thankful for it, and man, just keep doing what you guys doing, man.
Yo, I said it earlier and I'm gonna say it again. This is one of the best comeback albums I've ever heard. It sounds like y'all did not miss a step, y'all did not miss a beat. It sounded like y'all never stopped rapping together. It's very interesting to me that you can take this much time off and come back and be this in sync with each other. But this album is just, it's fucking incredible. It's fucking incredible. And I really hope that a lot more people start giving this the accolades that it deserves. Amazing job, y'all. And I really hope you do have an album after this, because I'd love to see what you do next.